I've just got home from being at rehearsal a day and I'm only now catching up on everything that has happened in Minnesota. Like this last thing that's just happened in Minnesota today. And I was just scrolling and I saw Belle Perez, I think that's her name, her video about how like what we can do, like not Americans, from, you know, people from other countries and like privileged people from other countries that travel a lot, which is a lot of Australians. And honestly, one of the best things that we can do right now is not travel to America. Like, don't give tourism to America right now. Like, give it to any other country. And I just wanted to get on here and say that, like, that is something that I have already put in place. I have such a deep history with America. You know, like, I was going to spend the rest of my life there pre-pandemic. And I've been there more times than I can count. I've grown up going there. And I was only in New York only last year. And I was planning on doing another trip back to New York this year. And I was even thinking about finally going back to Nashville. But it is not the right decision to be going to America at all. So yeah, I'm definitely not that all of those trips have been put on hold indefinitely until we know what's going on. So just thought I would just come on here and reiterate Belle's video about, like, do not travel to America. Just don't do it.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting me on this channel. You 400 and something subscribers, thank you so much. So credit goes to these creators, guys. People do not want to travel to the US right now, and honestly, you cannot blame them, because right now the US does not feel like a place that you can enjoy, relax, have fun. It doesn't feel exciting. It doesn't feel like that destination that is always advertised in movies and commercials. And guys, tourists are seeing endless videos online. Travelers being stopped at the airport, questioned for hours, phones inspected, passports examined like they are finding an evidence or something, ICE raids, deportation stories, and even minor misunderstanding blowing up on social media. And people that have done nothing wrong are always caught up in it. And guys, it's just sending a clear message that you are not automatically safe here. And for a tourist, right, that just wants to come and have fun, right, it's terrifying, because you don't want to go on a vacation rehearsing your answers in your head, wondering if your accent, your passport, your appearance, or the way you even carry yourself, right, will make somebody suspicious. And you just want to go explore Times Square without feeling like a target. And you just want to take pictures, have fun, without constantly checking your phone for updates about random detentions or raids. You just want to be free, but not be anxious every step of the way. And when you are about scrolling through social media and you see all these clips over and over and over, the US starts to feel so unpredictable, right? Even if nothing happens to you, the possibility alone is enough to make tourists reconsider and say, do I really want to risk my vacation for a week of uncertainty? And honestly, many of the answers with the videos I've watched are like no, because why gamble your peace of mind on a destination trip that could seriously turn into a stressful ordeal? And even families planning, spring break, young couples dreaming of honeymoon trips, friends hoping for, planning for the summer getaway, are realizing that it's like the US does not feel safe for them, and they feel it's so exhausting because you are constantly calculating your next move, figuring out how to appear acceptable, right? Worrying about rules that are complicated. Guys, it is so stressful. And this was not just something I just thought about. This was what I saw online. So many people posting videos. Aussies are like, no, they don't want to come. Canadians are like, they'll stay in their country, or they should go, or they are going to go somewhere else, and all of that. And guys, honestly, it's understandable. Let me know your thoughts. Even Americans are telling them not to come. They should stay in their countries for now. Guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Let's see what the critics have to say. And I'll see you soon.
When I talk to my international friends, they still are planning to come visit the US, like soon. And I keep telling them I don't think it's a good idea to come to the US right now. And I'm not trying to fearmonger. I am just I'm watching the news. And I am very well aware that what is happening in America isn't plastered all over the world in the way that it's happening. Our media is being heavily controlled, suppressed. Freedom of speech is like... And they laugh. They're like, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Like, it's, I don't know why they're not taking my warning seriously, but if this reaches you and you are an international, non-US citizen resident, I beg you not to come here. I wish I didn't say that. My international friends are some of my favorite people in the whole world, and this country would be much better off with them here. Don't get me wrong, they're scholars, they're emotionally intelligent, kind human beings, but ICE doesn't care. They don't care about any of that. They don't care if you've never committed a crime. They don't care if you're here legally. So please, take my warning seriously. Just at least postpone it a year, please.
Do not travel to America. Do not travel to America for the next 4 years. Especially as a black or brown person, you do not want to get caught up in Trump's deportations. I'm sure by now you've heard of the German and UK tourists who were arrested by ICE and detained for days. Allegedly, the German tourists were chained. You do not want that to be your story, especially if you are taking your family on holiday with you. We already know that Trump has a checkered history with racism, and he's managed to infect a large proportion of that country. Do not spend your hard-earned money on a country that does not appreciate you as a black or brown person. For the next 4 years, the world is your oyster. Maldives, Thailand, Bali, Hong Kong, Mexico, Dominican Republic, Jamaica. These are all amazing places. Let's not go to a country that's increasingly becoming lawless. A country where the president has no respect for the rule of law. A country where the president ignores federal judges. My family and I go to Florida every single year. We love Disney, we love Universal, but for the next 4 years, we're going to be going anywhere but. And I think that you should all do the same. Do not travel to America.
So I thought about travelling to America as an Aussie, so I decided to pop into smarttraveller.gov, which is a website put out by the Australian government to warn or advise about what it's like to travel to particular countries. And here's a list of standard precautions when travelling to America for Aussies. Number 1. Avoid areas where demonstrations and protests are occurring due to the potential for unrest and violence. Monitor media for information. Follow the instructions of local authorities and abide by any curfews. That's the first part. Second one, violent crime is more common in the United States than in Australia. Gun crime is also prevalent. If you live in the United States, learn and practice active shooter drills. And now it starts to get worse. There is a persistent threat of mass casualty, violence and terrorist attacks in the United States. Be alert, particularly in public places and at events. And it's all downhill from there, folks. And these are standard precautions. Standard.
Is anybody else absolutely 100% not going to the US? Like, I wouldn't go to Nazi Germany, so I'm not going to the US. Anybody else? Anybody else like, yeah, I'm good. They got nice deals down there in Las Vegas. You know, it's a quick flight from here in Vancouver, but I'm good. I'll head over to Greenland, check out Greenland for a bit, but definitely not the US. Not right now. Sorry, guys, no.
Is anyone actually wanting to go to the United States at all? Like, for the past years, I've not been to the United States since 2014, and I don't think I would ever go back, ever. But these new things that they put in requiring you to hand over your socials for the last 5 years, and emails from the past 10 years, and also email addresses of your friends and family, all because Trumpster doesn't want people in the country that don't like him. And they're supposed to be one of the freest countries in the world, but yet they're doing this to tourists. So seriously, would you ever go back to the United States? Now, listen, there's some great people there. I've got some mutuals here that I would love to visit and to see. But guys, you'd have to come to England. There's no way I'm going over there. I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it. But yeah, would you go to the United States now with the current climate?
Guys, the problem is that this fear that people are having is so contagious, because once it spreads, it goes widely. Imagine all these people that have made videos about it, and so many more people will see it online. They will want their friends, they will see it on TikTok, Instagram reels, and they will all be saying the same story. They will be like, oh, the US is fun and unpredictable right now, please don't go. And when people start spreading this, guys, they will be like, oh, go to other places in the world where there's safety, where there's freedom, where there's enjoyment and all of that. Because why fly across the ocean only to spend your vacation stressed, tensed, constantly worrying about what could go wrong? Guys, I mean, these are tourists, right? They should have freedom. These are, they are not students that are seeking visas. They are just people looking for a short escape, maybe from their work. And even for them, they say that the US does not feel safe anymore. It doesn't feel like an escape. It feels like a place where the rules can just change at any moment, right? Where one small misstep can just ruin the whole trip, guys. And where you being present alone can trigger suspicion, guys. That's enough for people to just go to Europe, Asia, Canada, and other destinations where they can actually relax, enjoy, and feel welcome. And this has huge consequences for America, because tourism is billions of dollars every single year, building local economies, creating jobs, shaping global perception. But if visitors see the US as stressful or unsafe, they will just go somewhere else, guys. Families, young travelers, influencers, content creators, they all take notes, and these people influence thousands and hundreds of other people, of potential visitors, right? And they say until visiting the United States feel like a real vacation, safe, predictable, enjoyable like it used to be, millions of tourists are saying they would rather stay in their homes or go somewhere else, because they do not want to live in fear. Guys, what do you think in the comment section? Because right now for them, they want to go to a place where they can have fun, and America is not that destination. Guys, what do you think in the comment section? Do you think that all these reasons are justifiable, or do you think it's not that deep? I really want to hear from you. And if you have found value in this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe so that you can know when I post a new video. I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Ciao.